Hi, this is Dan Lopez, broker owner of Legends Realty here in Lake Mary, Florida. Here with your weekly Monday QB report. This is basically a snapshot of the local real estate activity for the Orlando and the surrounding areas. I'm sharing a screen here with you today, but ultimately, what this is doing is showing a snapshot of the existing home sales since 1981. And what you can see here from looking at the chart is that this year in 2023, this is across the state. I'm sorry, this is across the nation. This data is coming directly from the National Association of Realtors, is that home sales has declined significantly, looking at about 18% home sales. But what are we doing locally? So when we're looking at the Monday QB report for the week beginning November 26th, through to December 2nd, 2023. Single family homes has actually increased to 391 during the week. This was a significant step up from the week prior, where it was at 190. The median price of single family homes also went up. It's currently at 415,000. Whereas the week prior it was at 402,500. The number of single-family home foreclosed transactions increased to four. Again, really not a big deal when you're looking at the total scope of the number of sales and transactions that are taking place. I mean, it is a bit up, but four is a very small number when you're looking at a total number of transactions in the area, 391 for the week. The number of single-family home short sale transactions remains constant at just simply one. And the inventory went up a little bit by 77. It now sits at 5,640. When we're looking at condos, townhomes, and villas for the week, it has increased to 138 during the week. Where the week prior was at 77. So we had a bit of an odd week where the number of real estate sales certainly went down, but last week they seem to be bouncing back to more normal levels. The number of condo, townhome, and villa foreclosed transactions remains constant at a big whopping zero, and short sales, big whopping zero as well. And the condo inventory increased by 23 and now sits at 2,417. What does this mean for us in the local real estate market? Well, it's still very much a seller's market. You might be saying, Dan, how can it still be a seller's market when you're telling us that the sales are decreasing? Well, it all has to do with inventory. Inventory continues to be low. When you're looking at this chart here, when we're looking at the existing home sales, it just keeps going down. I mean, we have little ups and downs, little valleys, and it goes a little higher, then drops back down again. But ultimately, since 2008, the inventory has been dipping down significantly. Whereas new home inventory is starting to increase now. Excuse me. Um, which is good. I mean, because when you're looking at about 2012, that the amount of new construction had significantly dropped. This was in response to the real estate recession that we saw in 2008. Builders just simply stopped building, but now they slowly, little by little, have been increasing their inventory, and this trend seems to be continuing. And so this is good news overall as far as a more neutral, balanced real estate market. But again, the number one reason why we are still looking at a real estate sales market is because overall this inventory is down low, specifically in the resale market. Also, well, interest rates. It's no mystery to anybody that the higher the interest rates go, the less number of potential buyers per house will be in the market. And so the simple laws of supply and demand kick in, and the less number of buyers per house, well, the harder it might be to get the highest and best price for the property. Again, with low inventory, that's still ultimately controlling the market. And however, even with it being a seller's market, it's still a very buyer-friendly market. Buyers have the opportunity to be able to come in and ask for concessions. Buyers have the opportunity to come in and ask for repairs or improvements to be done to the property. It can be a very reasonable set of negotiations that are taking place between the buyer and the seller, ultimately creating what we love to see is a win-win scenario for both the buyer and the seller. And then you might say, well, with all this going on, should I go ahead and buy real estate now? Is now a good time to buy? And I'm going to say yes. Now is always the best time to buy. When we're looking at home appreciation, this is state by state, this graph that we're looking at. You'll see in the state of Florida, since COVID, so since 2020, real estate has appreciated by 65.3%, making Florida a very appealing state to own and buy real estate. In comparison, Texas 47.2%, California 38.7%. These are still very, very solid appreciation numbers to look at over a 3-year time period. So yeah, buy real estate, own real estate, hang on to it long term. It is it should prove to be a very, very good investment for you overall. I'm sorry, I don't know why all of a sudden I'm losing my voice. So I'll go ahead and now end the video now on that. And if you have any questions about any of this statistical information that I provided you with so far, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. If you would like a valuation report on your own home, whether it's the highest and best price to sell it or the highest and best price to rent it, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to put one of these together for you. Otherwise, I hope and trust that you're all doing well. God bless, and I'll see you soon.